Okay, I cannot see you all's chat right now because my computer's trying to turn on. Let me know as soon as I don't know what I'm saying. There's a problem with live. If you sound stupid, then you can't really edit yourself out and edit what you're saying out because, it's live. Just to say again, my computer is trying to boot up, so I won't be able to see y'all's chat feed for a few minutes while it's trying to get on Twitch and all that. So I'll see y'all's chat feed in just a minute. Okay, I am now able to see your all's chat feed, so if you could put a comment or emoji in the chat feed so I'll know that you all can hear me. This is so weird. I can't change the edit thing where like it says like what game I'm playing and stuff. It's so weird. I've done it twice and it won't, and it won't change it. Okay, let's see how this sounds. I'm trying to test out my voice before I actually get going. Okay, so let's see how this sounds. I'm trying to test out my volume. I'm not hearing myself though. That's weird. Okay, that sounds good. So, okay, unmute desktop. Guys, make sure to let me know how everything sounds, because I have this now. Actually, it's my mom's, but I have this now. So let's see how this goes. Yeah, it's actually a, I wonder if this has something to do with it. I just thought of that. Ooh. It might have something to do with it. Okay, yeah, so this is my mom's. It's an Xbox Turtle Beach thing. You plug it into the bottom of the controller, and you can hear whatever the game's hearing, and you can talk into a party as well. I tested it out. I can hear in this as well, so I can hear the game and talk all in one. And I'm used to only this being on an Xbox, so it's really cool to be able to do this on here. Christy, hey, welcome to the stream. Glad you can make it. And hey, what's up, everybody? I am KPKC99, and tonight I am going to be starting Nezuju, Legend of the Crystal Skull. I have not played this in quite a long time, so let's see, how far I get tonight. And because things have changed for tomorrow, I am going to be streaming tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Hopefully, going to be finishing this game. If not, I'm gonna be continuing it, and then finish it on Sunday. But as I put on Twitter, every Thursday from now on is going to be I'm not going to be streaming, so I'm going to change my Facebook and my Twitter cover photos saying the days and times that I'm going to be streaming. So yeah, again, guys, be sure to let me know how all of this sounds, because I am new to this right here. So let's see how all this sounds together, and let me know if this is too loud or the game's too loud or whatever. So Xbox, nope, not that, right there. Okay, so let's see how this goes, because I don't know, I haven't done this in a while. I've been playing Red Dead Redemption. I gotta wait like 10-20 seconds because of Twitch. Like, I can't tell how this looks for you all, because it's just like, there we go, looks good. Well, again, let me know how all this sounds.
Current assignment. What assignment? Bess and I are flying to New Orleans for a long weekend of fabulous music, sightseeing, and food. Okay, so I'm also going to visit Ned's friend, Henry Golay, but only as a favor to Ned. Apparently, Henry's uncle just died, and he had to go down there for a couple of weeks. Ned says Henry's a nice guy, but kind of a loner who might appreciate a little company. So, the first thing I'll do is leave Bess at our hotel in the French Quarter and take a cab out to the mansion where Henry's staying. Ned called him and said I'd be coming. But once that's done, it'll be lazy les bon temps brûlés. The only bad news is the weather's not supposed to be that great this weekend. But what's a little stormy weather when you're in the heart of the Big Easy, right? Right.
You have the same exact ones, that's awesome. I need to get me a pair of these. As I said, these are my mom's, so, because her original mic, like, if you get an Xbox One, you get a mic that comes along with the controller. So you get a controller and a mic and the Xbox. But sadly, the mic from my mom, it broke. It just wouldn't, I think she could hear, but it wouldn't talk, like she couldn't, like nobody else would hear her when we would play together and, with other family members. So, she got this. I think it was like $60, and this is like totally sweet right now. I love it. I wonder if this has something to do with it, though. I wonder if I could do this and it would change the volume of that, or if it wouldn't. But, Anyway, we did the game. Junior. Oh. Warning, it's best to play this game in a dark room. If it's daytime, draw the shades. If it's nighttime, turn off all the lights. Okay. No, not that one. I turn off this light in here, but it's all the way across the room, so. Oh, sorry. I forgot I had to click.
Hello? Anybody here?
Not creepy at all, guys. Not creepy at all.
Hi, the door was open.
It's not creepy.
Ah!
Oh my gosh. I would probably pass out just like without the powder being shoved in my face. I'd probably just pass out from
Here,
fright.
drink this.
What?
Okay.
What is it?
Something that'll make you feel better. Drink it. Just a couple sips.
Okay.
That's it.
No offense, but yuck.
Don't make her drink any of your weirdo concoctions. Then I really will have to take her to the emergency room.
You just go back to your phone call and leave us be. Don't pay him any mind.
Where am I?
You're at Henry Bolet's house, dear, in the library. He and I carried you in here after I found you unconscious in the foyer.
Why is it so dark in here?
The electricity went out. Lightning must have struck a transformer somewhere. What happened? Can you remember?
Well, the front door was open, so I walked in, and then I saw I saw a skeleton. And then he saw me. And then the light started flickering, and he threw something at me that exploded. Well, the smoke must have made me pass out.
You saw a skeleton?
I'm sure it was just someone, wearing a costume or something. I'm Nancy Drew, by the way. I came to see Henry.
So we surmised. I'm Renee Amand. I'm Bruno Bolet's housekeeper. That is, I was. This skeleton that attacked you, perhaps we should call the police.
No. No emergency room, no police. Things are complicated enough as it is.
Henry's feeling a mite overwhelmed. Well, you are looking much better, so I'm gonna get back to my plant potting. You need anything? I'll be outside in the garden.
I should call them and keep them on hold for 5 hours and see how they like it.
Yeah, that scared me so bad when I first played this too, Christy. Oh my gosh. People say that when you're streaming, you shouldn't, be, arms crossed and, watching the game, if it's a cutscene or anything. But, I don't necessarily get that, because I want to, I want to watch this scene. I'm I want to watch all the scenes, and I want you all to watch all the scenes and not have, not be able to, and be able to hear it. So when and for someone who, I'm not used to talking to the game, it's, out loud, so it's weird. And they say that, that's, one big no-no on Twitch, is that you don't just sit here and just, without talking, but I just don't get it. Oh, I don't like the ending of this game, but I gotta do it at the end with the book. Dang it, I forgot about that. So how's everybody doing tonight?
So, Nancy, nice to meet you. Ned sent you here to check up on me, huh?
He's kind of worried about you, that's all.
Ned's a nice guy. I mean, I really don't know him that well, just from school. But when I mentioned that my only living relative just died, he was all like, yeah? How you feeling, man? You doing okay? Wanna talk? Of course, I guess I do come across as a little needy sometimes.
You look pretty busy.
Great Uncle Bruno named me executor of his estate, which means I have to make sure all his bills are paid and debts taken care of so his assets can be distributed. Unfortunately, he couldn't have cared less about little things like keeping records or balancing checkbooks. Dealing with his creditors and their lawyers has been an absolute nightmare.
He made you his executor? You two must have been close.
Not really. My parents died in a car crash when I was 8. Since I had no other relatives, he took me in, or should I say he shipped me out. Boarding school, summer camp, military school, college. He may have looked after me, but he never spent any time with me. I didn't know him at all. So, thanks for stopping by, Nancy. And now you can report back to Ned that I'm fine and go enjoy New Orleans.
Man, I'm sounding really thirsty. I'm doing great.
No, I can't. Not until I know who that skeleton man was and what he was doing here and why he knocked me out like that. Look, I can understand you're not wanting to call the police, but somebody should investigate. And since playing detective is kind of a hobby with me...
Kind of?
No offense, but are you sure you didn't just pass out from the heat and humidity or something and dream that you saw the skeleton dude?
I'm positive.
Okay, look around all you want. But I should probably warn you, Uncle Bruno was into exotic pets. Didn't believe in cages, so he gave him the run of the place. And just because he's dead doesn't mean they are. So if you're gonna go poking around, be careful.
Well, that's good to know. I would not want to, be, walking around someone's house and suddenly see an iguana pop up out of nowhere. That's not creepy at all, you guys. So, as you all may know, I beat Red Dead Redemption 2. Actually, my mom and I both did. And it was satisfying, saddening, very saddening, amazing. The graphics, oh my gosh, the graphics were amazing. Like, it was, oh my gosh. Okay, okay. And I'm gonna be streaming that next week, starting Wednesday. But because no wait, actually, starting Tuesday, because I'm gonna have to, yeah, I'm gonna be streaming 2 days of, Nace Drew and 2 days of Xbox games. Oh my gosh, seriously? I'm gonna have to watch that. I'm not caught up on any of their streams. I think I'm just gonna have to, like, take, like, a weekend and, like, binge watch all of their streams. Because I haven't been watching them a lot. Did you see their new video on YouTube from last week, I think, or the week before that? That was really cool. Their video that they did with the green screen. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, it was really cool the way they did with the green screen. That'd be really cool to do it. It'd be really cool if I could get a green screen for behind me, and that way it'd just be like the full out game, but then green screen, like here. Like it'd be cool to have the green screen here, and then, like me here, cause like there's nothing there. And like this stuff, I wouldn't want to put it on the sides. This is where like this stuff and then this stuff are. So I probably put it here. That'd be really cool to do. I want to do that. I may try to find a green screen or something. Keep getting pop-ups on my Mac. It's getting really annoying. It'd be really cool if I could. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can do this by myself without a walkthrough because I really like this game. The 20th anniversary of the 1990. Oh my gosh. That doesn't seem real. Forgot how to do this. Oh no. Oh, I get it now. Hold on. I get it. Okay, Chrissy. I did it! Yay! There was one time when I accidentally when I went to go down, I accidentally went right and I knocked this, and I'm like, I gotta restart all that. That bites. So do that. Okay. Got the eye. Only in a Nate's Drew game can you say, hey, I got the eye. So, okay, what's next? Man, my back hurts. I think it's this chair. I need to get a better chair.
Yes?
Especially since I sit in this chair for like, what, an hour and a half when I play, so.
Is your great-uncle's estate worth very much?
I have no idea. Nor will I until I get all his affairs settled. He was a dentist for most of his life, so he must have had some money squirreled away. As you can tell, he was darn good at squirreling away junk.
Have you had any of his things appraised?
Somebody from a curio shop came in and took a quick look around, but it wasn't anything formal.
Why is there an empty frame in the gallery in the other room?
Apparently someone stole the canvas. Renee says it disappeared sometime after Bruno died.
Was it valuable?
In a way. It was of my parents. I think it was painted in the garden out back. Renee doesn't like me. Wouldn't surprise me if she took it out of spite.
Why is there a model of a cemetery in the other room?
Because Great Uncle Bruno used to oversee the cemetery next door. Made that scale model so he could keep track of where everything, or should I say everyone, was. Crafted all those miniature crypts himself. And people think I'm weird.
I'll check back with you later.
Groovy.
That's not weird.
Nancy, welcome to my little lantern-lit corner of the world.
It's a little wet out here.
Well, I'll
I
come
don't
back,
mind.
Christy.
No one should mind the rain.
Ugh.
Without it, the end of the world would come much too soon. Did you and Henry have a nice chat?
I'm tired of all those pop-ups on my computer.
We talked.
Henry's a very morose, very negative young man. Very cunning, too. In fact, I'm fairly certain that he's been selling off Dr. Bolay's belongings on the sly.
Won't all of Dr. Bolay's belongings go to Henry anyway?
Absolutely not. According to Dr. Bolay's will, Henry is to get 30% of the estate. Dr. Bolay's physician, Gilbert Buford, gets 30%. Our Lady of Route 57 School of Dentistry and Cosmetology gets 30%. And I am to receive 10%.
What was in that concoction you wanted me to drink after I got knocked out?
Never you mind. It was just a little remedy I brewed up on the spot to help you feel better.
I think she has a right to know what you drank.
If you don't like Henry that much, how come you're still here?
I'm here because Dr. Bolay paid me in advance, and I always fulfill my obligations.
What can you tell me about the painting that's missing from the frame in the gallery?
Very little, I'm afraid. I didn't notice the picture was gone until after the reception following Dr. Bolay's funeral. I cannot even tell you what it was a picture of.
If you don't mind my asking, what's in that little pouch you wear around your neck?
Things. Secret things. Things that give me special talents when special times demand them. People usually laugh when I say this, but this pouch is my connection to the energy that powers the universe.
Oh.
Well, at least you didn't laugh.
That's kind of creepy.
I'll see you later.
One more thing. I, too, have seen the skeleton man. After Dr. Bolay passed, that night, I saw him in the hallway. He was there, then he was gone. So you best be careful, Nancy Drew, because if it was Mr. Death, and I truly think it was, he's come back.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So... yeah, I'm gonna try to get a green screen, but I've read online that they said that any green cloth or like a sheet or something like that, it'll work. So I want to see, but I looked on Amazon and the green screens only like, that's weird, I thought I heard something, are like only like $15 for it, which isn't bad. So, but I want to get one with a stand because I don't have anything that can hold the green screen and actually make it, you know, look good. So. Whoops. I went a little bit. I think I was actually right. I just read it wrong. Yeah. No, I think one with the stand, I think it's a little bit more. But I mean, you know, I mean, but like that is a deal. You know, like if it's, you know, like I think the one with the stand, I think it was like $25-$30, and that's not bad for.
To figure out if there's anything camouflaged in that design, I'm gonna need some paper.
And that's not bad considering, you know, considering it has a stand and everything, like a stand like to hold it up and stuff, to where you don't have to try to DIY one yourself. I'm not very good at DIY, so I'll just pay more to get one with a stand. No, not that way, you stupid.
Hello again.
I'll see you later.
Thanks for coming by.
I looked at that. It should have been that she asked Renee for paper. Okay, because I'm going back and doing that again. That's weird. She should be asking Renee for paper, but she's not. So, what the heck's going on?
Hello again.
I'll see you later.
Thanks for coming by.
Did I do something wrong?
Yes?
I'll stop bugging you now.
Sounds good.
Did that. Check. I haven't done that. I haven't done that.
Figure what's up with those fake books in the library that can be pulled like levers.
All done. Can't check that off yet. Did that. Check. Check. Can't check that off yet.
So, did I miss something, Christine? Did I do something wrong here? No, I did not. Thank you. I always forget that.
Yes?
I found this scrap of paper in the fireplace. Do you know anything about it?
No. You always go digging around in people's fireplaces?
Just looking for something that might tell me who that skeleton man was.
Ah. Anything else?
So, in other words, yes.
Do you know what this is? I found it in the other room.
Looks to me like some kind of tracing.
I was thinking that maybe my skeleton man left it behind.
Well, I sure don't know anything about it. Anything else?
Do you know where I could find some plain paper and maybe some chalk?
Sure don't. Try asking Renee. What do you need chalk for?
It's kind of a long story.
Well, can't help you there either. Sorry.
I'll stop bugging you now.
Sounds good.
Okay, now I'm gonna ask Renee.
Hello again.
Have you ever seen this before? I found it by that scale model of the cemetery that's inside the house.
It's a mystery to me. I suggest you ask Henry. He leaves things lying around all the time. I guess it figures I won't notice amid all the other clutter. But I do. I notice everything. How else may I be of service to you?
That's not creepy. It's like, I notice everything.
Do you by any chance have some plain paper and anything like chalk that I could use?
Don't have any chalk, but I certainly have paper. But it's up in my room, and I'm afraid I cannot retrieve it for you until I'm finished here. You get the sudden urge to draw a picture?
Something like that. I know, I'll help you. That way you'll get done faster.
Gracious, you are the picture of impatience, aren't you? Well, I appreciate the offer. But here, why don't you just take this instead? It's an extra key to my room. The paper's in a drawer in my nightstand. Just go on up and help yourself. But make sure you lock the door when you leave, you hear? You I trust. But Henry, him I do not.
I really appreciate this.
Who?
And long as you're going up there, my appetite could use a little placating, so I would be much obliged if you would bring me a candy bar from my nightstand. And take one for yourself while you're at it.
Yay. Did I grab one? But I had to grab. Maybe that's another game. I'm getting confused. Nope, didn't mean to do that.
One for Renee, and one for me. Yum. Gosh, these things are good.
Can I have that stash?
Gosh, these things are good.
I want one. That's not creepy at all.
The Didact has to be stopped. If you won't do that, I will.
Thanks for the host. So where do I get the chalk or whatever? I'm completely forgetting. Gotta take a look at this. Paula Dean. She sounds familiar. And if it's the same person I'm thinking of, then I think I know her. Yeah, I went there and it didn't show it. And like it didn't let me grab anything. Nope, not that way, Nancy. Come on, you know where you're going. Seriously? Never mind. I found it. Thank you. So I was thinking of the right game. Gosh.
You bring me that Cocoa Kringle bar like I asked?
Right here.
Bless you. I'm so hungry I could devour these plants I'm potting up, dirt and all. How else may I be of service to you?
I'll see you later.
No.
Fare thee well.
Dang it, my
Something else?
wrist moved.
Those weird symbols on the wall in your room. Do you know who painted them?
I did. Fact of the matter is, there's a spirit living in that wall.
A spirit?
Got a voice that'd send shivers down the spine of Dracula himself. Used to hear it sometimes, in the dead of night, half talking, half whispering, saying this one word I never heard before, like it was from a language no one on earth spoke. And suddenly, I knew. The spirit was trying to cast a spell on me. So I got me a book and found out that by painting the word I heard on the wall, syllable by syllable, in hoodoo signs, I could counteract the word's power. And you know what? The spirit has not spoken that word or any other since.
What was the word?
Darling, a sack full of water moccasins couldn't get me to say that word out loud. Nor will I write it down. No, sir. Not ever, ever, ever.
Nice talking to you.
Fare thee well.
So got that, now we can go back. Yeah, the NCIS version of this game, meaning New Orleans. It's a pretty good show. Now I'm gonna go watch it after playing this game. That'd be cool. I want to do that in real life. You know, like do like a rubbing. That'd be really cool. Okay. So. Okay, now I know where I need to go now. I'm in the mood to start to pick up reading Nancy Drew books again. I read the article a fan wrote, and her Interactive posted it on their Facebook page, and it looked good. I'm like, I want to go read the books again. Okay, got it. Okay, so now I need to go back to that, whatever, Belay, Mausoleum, whatever. Oh, not that way. I want to play, I can't think of a nature game that kind of, in the mood to play. Aw. It almost seems like I want to play another nature game aside from the one that I'm currently streaming. So, just did Rival Vessel Creek last time, so.
This must be the painting that goes in that empty frame.
Ah, nice. That's one of my favorite games. Now let's see what I gotta do. Okay, I need to do some phone calls now. That's weird. Thank you for following. Okay, let's do some calling. Let's do cab company.
Due to current weather and road conditions, cab service to the greater New Orleans area has been temporarily suspended. We regret being unable to serve you at this time.
Oh, what else did she play on? Okay, no, she did the, answering machine thingy, at the tone, please leave a message. Beep. Her voice sounded so familiar. Now let's call Ned and tell him what happened. Like, oh hey, we went to go check on your friend here and,
Hello, Nancy?
things are
Hey,
happening.
Ned.
It's about time you called. Did you make it to New Orleans okay?
Yep.
Have you seen Henry?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure I like the way you said that. Is he okay?
He's fine. Well, he's the executor of his great-uncle Bruno's estate, which he's not real happy about. But he and his great-uncle weren't that close, so he's not grief-stricken or anything.
Well then, are you okay?
Other than being attacked on my way into Henry's house by a skeleton wearing a red ascot and getting knocked out by the smoke bomb he threw at me, I'm fine too.
What?
Let's just say that I've stumbled onto a mystery, and I'm not leaving till I solve it.
Shocker.
It's also raining cats and dogs, and there's no cab service, so I'm kind of stuck out here anyway.
Is Bess with you?
No, I told her I'd meet her back at the hotel.
So tell me about this skeleton man.
Well, it was someone in a costume, obviously. He or she was leaning over something in the great room when I walked in and surprised them.
So they threw a smoke bomb at you and ran?
Yeah, I must have interrupted whatever they were doing.
What were they leaning over?
A scale model of the cemetery next door. Henry says his great-uncle Bruno made it so he could keep track of who was buried there. Apparently, Bruno used to oversee the cemetery. And right near the scale model, I found a tracing of some kind of symbol. I'm thinking maybe Skeleton Man dropped it.
Why would Skeleton Man be interested in the scale model of a cemetery?
Good question. Maybe I'll take a real good look around in there and see if I can find out.
Good idea.
I'm still trying to figure out how you got to be friends with Henry.
Well, we're not best friends or anything. Heck, we're not really even friends. I just feel sorry for the guy. I mean, he never hangs out with anyone between classes, and when I'd heard there'd been a death in the family, I just wanted to make sure he was okay all by himself down there.
Don't worry, he's fine. Although I think he misses his parents a lot. I saw him out in the cemetery by what I think is their crypt. He seemed pretty upset.
I'm not surprised. I get the feeling that what Henry looks like on the outside is just the opposite of what he looks like on the inside.
You know, you're a pretty nice guy.
Yeah, I know.
Bruno Bolet's housekeeper, Renee, is still here, despite the fact that she and Henry don't really get along that well.
Why do you think she's staying on?
She says it's because Bruno paid her in advance.
But you don't believe her.
10% of Bruno's estate is supposed to go to her. Only she thinks Henry's been selling off Bruno's assets on the sly. So it wouldn't surprise me if she's staying on so she can keep tabs on him.
How much of Bruno's estate is Henry supposed to get?
30%.
That's a pretty healthy chunk. He wouldn't be selling stuff on the sly. This Renee person sounds kind of paranoid.
What this Renee person is freaky.
In what way?
She wanted me to drink some strange-looking concoction after I passed out from the smoke bomb, but she refused to tell me what was in it. And she wears this weird little pouch around her neck. Says what's inside it connects her to the energy that powers the universe.
She's probably harmless, but stay on her good side, just in case.
That's it for now.
Keep me posted. You got that?
Got it. Bye, Ned.
Bye, Nance.
Now we call Bess. You know, that's a good idea, Chrissy.
Hello?
Bess, hi, it's me.
Hey, Nance. I just got back from shopping, which I am happy to report is fantastic here. So, what's going on with you?
A lot.
A lot is in a whole bunch of fun stuff?
Let me start by telling you what happened when I arrived at Henry's house. I walked up to the front door and discovered it was open. So I walked in.
You were knocked out by a skeleton wearing a red ascot?
Someone dressed as a skeleton wearing a red ascot. Although the housekeeper here thinks it really was a skeleton, Mr. Death. But then, she's a little strange.
You think it was a burglar?
I'm not sure. I caught him or her sneaking around this scale model of a cemetery. And later, I found a tracing of something right by it. So if I could just figure out what it's a tracing of, and what, if anything, it has to do with that model cemetery, I might be able to figure out who Skeleton Man is.
I know that tone of voice. You're not leaving there until you've done just that, are you?
Actually, I'm not leaving because they've canceled cab service around here because of the rain. In fact, since I can't go anywhere, I'm hoping you can check something out for me. I found some kind of receipt in the fireplace that may or may not be a clue.
What's it a receipt for?
That's what I need to find out. See, it's half burned up. All I can read is the receipt number and the name of the place it's from. Zeke's.
Zeke's? You gotta be kidding me.
Why? What do you mean?
I mean, I'm sitting here on our balcony in the French Quarter looking down at a place across the street called Zeke's.
That's great. So go over there and ask whoever's behind the counter what receipt number 21-3872 is for.
Oh, I forgot how to do things. Oh my gosh, I forgot how to Twitch, guys. Sorry, I had to look something up real quick.
You want me to snoop?
I wouldn't call it snooping.
Forget it. Not gonna do it.
Beth.
I'm not good at that sneaking around stuff, Nancy. I get nervous, my tongue gets all knotted up, my palms sweat, to say nothing of my armpits.
Beth, receipt number 21-3872. Just go in and ask what it's for. No big deal.
Maybe not for you.
Beth, you can do it.
This is not gonna end well. I just know it. Okay, I'll call you as soon as it's over.
I'll be waiting.
One second, guys. Guys, I'm gonna just step out just for like a second. So I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. Just 1 second. There we go, I'm back. And there. This out. That's good. Got a peppermint hot chocolate. Thank you. That.
Hey, doing a little end of the day shopping, huh? See something you like?
I like everything.
That's what I want to hear. I'm Lamont. This is my place. So if you got any questions, I'm the guy to ask.
Actually, I do have a question. This friend of mine found the number of a receipt that came from this shop, and she asked me to ask you what the receipt is for. But if you're really busy, or you'd rather not, or it's against the rules...
No problem. What's the number?
21-3872.
21-3872. Here we go. That ticket was for a large box of assorted unknown items I bought from Henry Bolay. And, that's all I can tell you.
His voice sounds familiar. What else did he play on? I think it's from another game, like of one of these. I just can't place it. It's starting to bug me now.
Assorted unknown items?
It's a box with a bunch of different things in it, kind of like a grab bag. Look, I just don't want to make trouble for anyone, okay?
Where's the box now?
It's still in the back room. I haven't had a chance to really go through it yet. Hey, is there something else I can help you with? Beads, hula dolls, old books. Got great deals on all of them.
Seeing as this place is called Zeke's, and it's your place, shouldn't your name be Zeke?
Guy I bought this place from wouldn't sell it to me unless I swore I wouldn't change the name. So I didn't. Funny thing was, his name wasn't Zeke either.
Is Henry Bolay a friend of yours?
No, I met him at the reception at Bruno's house following the funeral. Gave Henry my card, said when he wanted to start liquidating, he should give me a call.
Did Bruno have a lot of valuable things?
Didn't look like it, but what he lacked in quality, he made up for in quantity. That house of his is filled with junk. He kept everything. For someone in my business, the place is knick-knack heaven.
Maybe I'll have another look around in here.
Enjoy.
Stupid thing flying around. Okay,
This might come in handy.
I feel really sorry for this guy. You know, because like all the things you do to him. Like make him sneeze. I'm not gonna say the other thing. Okay, this goes here. Boat goes here. Fan, where's the fan? There it is. Fan here. Creepy head thing here. Teeth here. Big book here. Tiny books here. Hula girl here. Record player here. Feel like I'm missing something. Oh yeah, seasoning powder. Okay, let's make sure I got this right. Bowling ball, accordion, sneeze powder, fan, boat, big book, little head, tiny books, hula girl. Okay, I got it right. And go. Oh, that's right.
There, that should do it. Lamont, could you help me?
Oh, I forgot I'm supposed to do it, and then she gets him. That's right.
Sure, what do you need?
I can't quite reach that bottle up there. Could you get it for me?
Sure.
Oh no! Oh my gosh! Oh shoot! I'm sorry. I'll go get you something. What do you need?
Nose spray. Back room.
No spray, back room. Got it.
Sorry. You gotta do what you gotta do, but I just feel sorry for that guy.
Cute dog.
Okay.
Hello?
I found out that receipt is for a box of stuff that Lamont, that's the guy who owns Zeke's, bought from Henry Bollet.
No kidding. What kind of stuff did Henry sell him?
Well, the box is in the back room, and it contains assorted unknown items, and that's all Lamont would tell me. Said something about not wanting to get anyone in trouble. But you'll be happy to know that I have snuck into said back room and can tell you exactly what's in the box.
Excellent. Let's hear it.
Okay, I found a really old photo of a boy and a dog, and there was a photo of an iguana dressed up like a pirate.
What?
You heard me, and there's a costume in the box of a skeleton man.
Really?
Dun dun dun.
Thought you'd like that. There's also a box that's locked by some kind of letter combination and that has two pieces of paper stuck to it. On the first piece is a bunch of goofy stuff written by someone named Amelinda, and on the second is a bunch of numerical references to passages from Hamlet, some of which don't even exist according to a note that I think Lamont made.
Did you unlock the box?
No, I have no idea how.
Well, maybe there's something on those two pieces of paper that'll tell you.
I'm not gonna open the box.
Yes, you are. You have to. There could be something really important inside.
Because of me, Lamont's out there having a sneezing conniption. I need to get him some nose spray before he breaks some part of his body I didn't even know he had.
Bess, please. We've got to be thorough. And you've come too far to give up now. You can do it. I know you can.
Oh, all right.
Awesome. Maybe I can help you.
No, that's okay. I'll try to figure it out on my own.
Well, if you change your mind, just call.
Roger. Over and out.
The engineer's voice, that's cool. And the woman in the diner from the same game, that's awesome. Yay, did it.
Whoa, this is weird. I better call Nancy and read this to her word for word.
Wow, Bess, that is weird.
No, I'll tell you what's weird. The box the letter is in is padded, and it has this round indentation in it that's the exact size of a human skull. It's like it used to contain a skull, but now it doesn't.
Good job, Bess. I'm gonna poke around here and see if I can find out anything about a skull called the Whisperer. You better go take care of Lamont.
Would you believe it? The guy is still sneezing. He must keep nose spray around because something's wrong with his sinuses. Oh, he's gonna hate me.
You know, now that you said that, I hear the engineer's voice and I hear the old man's voice when citrine is something. It's like it's so hard that I can't really remember it because like it's so out there, all the words and everything. Okay, nope, wrong one. Turn around, Nancy. Wrong door.
What was that?
That was Uncle Bruno's pet iguana, Iggy. He's always in here stealing paper. He must be using it to build a nest or something. Look, I had all those books arranged so they fit perfectly in that box. Put them back in, okay? I don't have time.
I just want to look through this one book.
Go right ahead. After you put all those other books back.
Yay, okay. So that goes here. This goes here. Nope, wrong one. That goes here. Nope, stop it. There. 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 It's weird. That's weird. It's not going. It fit perfectly. See? It won't go. Do I have the wrong book or something? I did. I had the wrong book. Duh. Gosh. Okay. Then this one. Then this. This. And this. Oh yeah, I'm missing a book. Couldn't see it over there, it's too tiny. Okay, so that's done. Let's talk to Henry.
Yes?
I'm afraid you're going to be stuck with me for a while.
Let me guess. Because of the big storm that's blowing in. Everyone in the city's freaking out and you can't get a cab.
Bingo.
Person at the bank told me. Just before she put me on hold for 2 hours. Don't worry. We've got plenty of food here. Beds, candles. You're welcome to stay.
See, I saw this somewhere online. They messed up because he says that we have plenty of food, beds, candles. Only 2 bedrooms is one taken by Renee, and the other one that looks like, I don't know, looks like a creepy room that hasn't been touched in like 20 years.
How did Bruno die, if you don't mind my asking?
Just dropped dead in the front hallway. I mean, the guy was 95 years old. Here, check it out. Myocardial infarction. That's doctor speak for heart attack.
Attending physician Dr. Gilbert Buford, 504-555-9970. Was that Bruno's doctor?
And his best friend, or so I'm told. I've never met him.
Interesting keychain.
That's one of Uncle Bruno's glass eyes. It's the one he was wearing when he died.
How nice.
Anything else?
That's not weird at all. No.
I'm going to keep looking around.
Awesome.
Isn't it kind of against the rules to have somebody like your best friend be your doctor? I know it's against the rules to have your best friend who's like a psychiatrist be your psychiatrist. I know that that's against the rules, basically, but isn't it kind of the same with, you know, with like with the doctor or something like that?
Hello again.
Did Dr. Bollé ever say anything to you about a crystal skull? He may have referred to it as the Whisperer.
No, he never so much as mentioned a crystal skull, whispering or otherwise.
Were you in the house when Dr. Bollé passed away?
I was indeed. I was in the library cleaning when all of a sudden I heard a big thump. I hurried out to investigate, and sure enough, there was Dr. Bollé lying by the front door. And as I rushed over to him, the door opened and in walked Gilbert Buford. He took one look at Dr. Bollé and hollered at me to call 911. So I ran back into the library and did just that. When I came back out, Gilbert was leaning over Dr. Bollé, listening for breathing, I suppose. And then he started pushing up and down on his chest. But it was too late. Even I could tell that Dr. Bollé was gone.
What was he doing by the front door?
I assume he saw Gilbert coming and was going to open the door for him. Not that there was any need. As you yourself discovered, people around here seldom lock their front doors during the day. But you know, in the back of my mind, I have always wondered about Gilbert Buford showing up at the door at that exact moment.
I understand that Dr. Bollé had some interesting pets, like an iguana.
That man never met a creature he didn't like. He'd train them to do all kinds of silly tricks, then let them run free, inside the house as well as out.
Do you know how he went about training them?
I surely do not. Don't get me wrong. I liked Dr. Bollé, I truly did. But I swear, sometimes his activities made as much sense to me as bathing in a bayou full of gators.
I'll see you later.
Come see me anytime.
Maybe she had a cell phone or something. Wait a second.
Yes?
Yeah, I'm trying to look for a phone.
I'll stop bugging you now.
Groovy.
I'm trying to look for a phone. I thought maybe he had one because he said he's been on the phone for a few hours. So I'm trying to find one, and that is weird. Maybe they have one like up in their room or something. Maybe here? Nope. There? Nope. Now it's gonna bug me. I need to find a phone. No phone. That is weird. That is weird. Okay, let's call Dr. Gilbert Buford. Let's see, 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. I'm back. Okay, so...
This is Dr. Gilbert Buford's answering service. How may I help you?
I need to talk to Dr. Buford. Could you maybe give me a number where I can reach him?
No, ma'am, I cannot. Is this an emergency?
Sort of. I mean, it's not a medical emergency. See, I'm only going to be in town for a short time, and Dr. Buford and I have this mutual friend who died recently, and I just really need to talk to him about it.
Need some consoling, huh?
Yes, I need some consoling. That's it exactly.
Well, tell you what. It's against the rules to give you his phone number, but I can tell you that now that he's all but retired, Dr. Buford spends most of his evenings at his favorite gumbo stand down in the French Quarter. If you really need to talk to him, you can probably find him there.
Great. Do you know the address?
It's at the corner of Rampart and Domain.
Did you say Rampart and Domain?
I did indeed. Granny Pumpkin's Cajun Cooking. They make some darn fine gumbo.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, and I'm truly sorry about your loss.
My loss?
That mutual friend of yours and Dr. Buford's?
Oh, right. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Bye.
That's funny. Heart the Shroom. Hey, welcome to the stream. I'm glad you can make it. Yeah, sorry I had to leave again. Tonight is garbage night, so I helped out with that. That's why I left. Okay, let's call Bess and get her to talk to Dr. Gilbert Buford.
Hello?
Hi, Bess. It's me.
So what's been happening? Tell me everything.
Well, let's see. Since the last time we talked, I was just about getting ready to...
Interesting stuff.
But the reason I called is, I need you to talk to this doctor named Gilbert Buford, who, as it turns out, likes to hang out at a gumbo stand called Granny Pumpkin's Cajun Cookin', which should be right across from our hotel.
You just want me to talk to him? That's it? Nothing nefarious? No black ops stuff?
He was Bruno Bolet's doctor, and apparently his best friend, too. I just need for you to see if he thinks there was anything weird about the way Bruno died.
What do you mean by weird?
I mean, I kind of think maybe Bruno was murdered.
Murdered? By whom?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Everyone's a suspect at this point.
Including this Gilbert Buford guy?
Well...
Great, I'm gonna be chatting up Jack the Ripper.
Oh, I'm sure the guy's fine, but be subtle, just in case.
Well, I can see the gumbo stand from our balcony. If he's the guy that's sitting down there, I guess he looks harmless. Okay, I'll go talk to him.
Thanks, Bess. Let me know what happens.
Cheerio.
Are you, Eastern time? Meaning, like, 30 minutes from now, you'll be streaming?
Why, hello, young lady. How kind of you to grace an old man with your lovely presence.
Yeah, I've been playing for about 10, 15 more minutes, 20 max. So, yeah.
My name's Bess Marvin. I'm looking for Dr. Gilbert Buford.
Well, it's a pleasure to report that I am he.
Do you mind if I join you?
Of course not. A little lively discourse would brighten this gloomy evening considerably. This here is my favorite spot in the whole city. Delicious gumbo, pleasing view, particularly now, I might add.
I'd like to ask you some questions about Bruno Bolet, if that's okay.
I'd prefer subject matter of a happier nature, but I do not want to seem inhospitable, so what is it you want to know?
Is it true that Dr. Bolet was your best friend?
Well, now, I was certainly his best friend, but I cannot honestly say that he was mine. Fact is, while socializing with my fellow man, particularly with pretty young women such as yourself, has always been a source of pleasure for me, Bruno was just the opposite. Unfortunately, the older he got, the more numerous his idiosyncrasies became, and the less concern about their negative effect upon others he became.
His idiosyncrasies didn't bother you?
Now, as a doctor of medicine, I am not only accustomed to dealing with the abnormal, but I find that I'm actually drawn to it. I, for one, thoroughly enjoyed Bruno's outlandish personality, although at the same time I fear it may have played a role in his demise. You see, he died of a myocardial infarction, most likely caused by age-related atherosclerosis.
English,
Dying
please.
of a heart attack is all too common for people who are socially isolated, and Bruno Bollet had most certainly become that.
Did they do an autopsy on Dr. Bollet?
No. Given Bruno's advanced age and the absence of any indication of foul play, an autopsy was deemed unnecessary, and the body was cremated according to Bruno's wishes.
Did Dr. Bollet ever say anything to you about owning a crystal skull?
Why, yes. Yes, he did. In fact, he showed it to me once. Said it had magical powers. Said owning it was going to allow him to live forever. I thought it was utter nonsense and told him so. Well, he didn't appreciate that at all. Refused to talk to me for a full 2 weeks.
What'd the skull look like?
It was quite beautiful, actually. Life-size, perfect in form and clarity, like a diamond almost. Tell me, Miss Bess, what do you know about that crystal skull?
This friend of mine, who is also a friend of Henry Bollet, you know, Dr. Bollet's great-nephew.
Yes.
Anyway, while she was visiting Henry, she saw this book in Bruno's library about the legendary crystal skulls and was kind of intrigued and thought that since Henry said that you were pretty much Bruno's only friend, maybe Bruno had said something to you about it, and as it turns out, he had. That's all I know.
I see. Well, much as I'd like to believe that skull holds the key to immortality, I'm afraid Bruno's passing proves it's worthless. Although it would make an attractive paperweight, as I recall. Tell your friend not to give it another thought.
Dr. Bollet's housekeeper says you just happened to walk in just as he was having his heart attack. Is that true?
Indeed it is. I hadn't seen him for a while, so I picked that day to pay him a visit. I walked up to the front door, found it unlocked as usual, opened it, and there he was, lying on the floor in obvious distress. The next thing I know, his housekeeper came running in and started shrieking and carrying on, until finally I sent her out of the room so she could summon an ambulance, and I could once again hear myself think. Well, let's see. Then I knelt down and saw that he wasn't breathing. So I pulled him away from the doorway so I'd have more room to work on him and began chest compressions. I continued until the medics arrived, but nothing they did made a difference either.
Why would he have a heart attack in the foyer?
That's always been a bit of a puzzlement to me, too.
Can you remember anything that might indicate what he was doing by the front door? I mean, had he just come in from a walk? Was he wearing a hat? Was he holding anything? Had he dropped something? An umbrella? Sunglasses?
Wait a minute. Why, yes, he was holding something. A piece of paper. And on the floor next to him was an envelope. He must have collapsed while reading a letter.
Do you know what happened to it?
Now, I know the letter was no longer in Bruno's hand when the paramedics arrived, so perhaps he released the letter when I moved him. And yet, I do not recall seeing it on the floor when they wheeled him out the door. Iggy.
What's Icky?
Iggy. Iggy is an iguana Bruno befriended, then turned loose in his home. It soon developed the annoying habit of stealing paper and stockpiling it in the vent system.
Are you saying an iguana made off with the letter Bruno had been reading?
It would not have been the first time a missing document ended up in Iggy's possession. Renee would periodically call me saying the lizard had absconded with one of Bruno's prescriptions and would I please write her up a replacement. In any case, Bruno once told me he was training Iggy. Said he taught Iggy to retrieve the things it had stolen.
Do you think it's possible that Renee caused Dr. Bollet's death by, say, hoarding the pills from those missing prescriptions and giving them to him all at once?
No. Had he died of an overdose of the medications I had prescribed, the manner of his death would have been quite different. But he died of a heart attack. Of that I am certain. However, I know for a fact that Renee is deeply involved in the practice of hoodoo. And as Bruno's housekeeper, she had ample opportunity to use it against my poor old friend.
You're not serious.
Young lady, never, ever underestimate the power of suggestion. If a person believes in something, even on a subconscious level, fantasy can easily become fact. And who knows what rubbish Renee filled Bruno's mind with? Drink this, don't eat that. This brings good luck, that brings bad, day in and day out. Even if he said he didn't believe a word of it, who knows how much his subconscious was absorbing? He was very old and vulnerable. So could Renee have caused Bruno to have that fatal heart attack? There's not a doubt in my mind she could indeed.
Thanks for your time.
I've enjoyed our conversation immensely.
That was a long conversation. We're calling Nancy now.
Hello? Hi, Nance. Okay, here's what's been happening at my end.
And that's pretty much it.
Good work. I'll take it from here. Thanks again.
Good luck. Bye.
Nope, I was at the wrong. I was at the right place this time.
Come on, Summer, give me a break here. You never said anything about that. Well, how was I supposed to know? I mean, what am I, telepathic? No, come on, don't get upset. Look, I'll see what I can do, okay? What do you mean, something else? You've gotta be kidding me, Summer. I don't have that kind of money. No, I meant, I don't have it now. But I will, soon, okay? Bye. Oh, man.
Okay, now I need to go outside, so... Okay, so I need to do this, so... Yay! Now I'm going back to that room. I'd help if I have the key. Nope. Stop it. Okay, and that is... I'll save it as Twitch. And I'll stop the game. Okay, you guys, that is it for tonight. I will be continuing this game tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. I hope y'all will be able to join me. This video will be up on my YouTube soon. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to my YouTube. Follow me on Twitch and Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. And yeah, I've posted on my social media sites before I start streaming, so so you all don't miss it. Chrissy, you are welcome for the stream. Guys, I hope you all have a great night. Again, I hope to see you all tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Time as I continue playing this game, Nancy Drew, Legend of the Crystal Skull. Hope you all have a great night. Bye, everybody.